Yo, it's MK Fresh. We're telling those basketball stories for the All-Star Game edition. It's the whole weekend is happening. I got my main man, one of the best actors in the country. He's performing internationally. He had one of the biggest shows in South Africa. He's one of the PMS crew, legendary, been in the game, still in the game. His YouTube videos are hitting millions right now. I'm talking about the one and only Loyiso Gola. What up, Playboy?
Hey, Ta.
What's going on, son?
I'm good. What's going on?
Welcome to the store, man. It's the NBAAFRICAstore. This is the first in the continent.
Oh, this is fly, bro.
Yeah.
This is nice.
I know you're a
This is
basketball connoisseur.
I'm a basketball fan.
More of a fan.
I'm a fan.
than a connoisseur.
A connoisseur. Let's find out the definition.
The definition. Oh, shall I definition?
Gala.
It's almost like a fan as well. But
I'm a fan.
I'm
a fan.
No doubt.
Yeah.
This is the All-Star weekend, my brother. I brought you out to celebrate with me at the store.
Yeah.
There's a couple of pieces that I want to touch on. I know you've traveled to the
All-Star
game
in North Carolina.
Yeah, which year was this?
2019, I think 2019. 2018, 2019. I think it was 2019.
Tell us about the experience, man. Because people think it's just a game.
Oh, it's
guys going at each other. Like, what's happening there?
It's different. Like the whole weekend, the whole city shuts down. It's like there's parties everywhere, there's activations everywhere. It's the biggest superstars in the. It's so crazy. Like at the time I was vegan. I know you vegan.
Yeah, no doubt.
At the time, you know, at the time I was vegan, and I used to wake up and go eat at this vegan place. And every time I'd be there, I'd see Nipsey Hussle.
Are you kidding me?
Straight up, it was crazy.
Awesome.
I mean, I wasn't like a big fan of his music, but I knew his music, but I was like,
I was a big fan of the Lakers, though. We always coincide with the guys.
Yeah, so I would always see him there. He'd just be there chilling at the back, like, oh, okay, there's Nipsey.
And then tell me, in terms of comedy, what does it take? Because you will see the All-Star Comedy Festival. How does that go?
I don't know, man. I think comedy is subjective. I think sometimes when people put together those all-star things, they put together the people who they think is the best in the maybe industry at the time in whatever generation. Yeah. And that becomes an all-star thing. But all-stars is just a celebration. Like if you watch an all-star game, I'd rather watch a regular rivalry than an all-star, because all-star game, those bros are having fun. I mean, you see all the superstars.
Yeah, of course. So it's like a derby of some sort, right?
Yeah. I mean, the derby at least has. Like, I don't want to injure you at the all-star game. I just want to play. I just want to have fun, and it is fun. I'm not gonna lie, because the year I went, they had Meek Mill and J. Cole perform halftime.
Yeah.
And it's like, and it's crazy because the production level is so high, they clear everything like immediately. And then they just, and then it's a concert. And like, oh,
I saw that on YouTube.
Yeah, it was actually quite insane.
The J. Cole performance was really like outstanding.
It's a different vibe, it's different production level, and it's just a different experience. After I went to all-star games, I mean, I watch a lot of sports live, or whether I'm watching Sandton or watching Arsenal, it doesn't matter. After the NBA, I was like, no, the NBA does it
on another level.
On another level, especially all-star weekend.
But you always doing your tour in Europe, the Euro League.
The Champions League?
Have you ever, not the Champions League, but the basketball one? Do you ever go to check it out? You never seen it, eh?
Nah, but I
always see you on the Euro League at the stand, talking your thing.
Champions League is the most insane shit to watch. It depends on what remember, it's what's at stake. I remember the one time, most wild game I'd seen Champions League was PSG versus Schalke Donetsk, which is like, dude, you know when there's like fireworks and you can't even see the field, and it's like, yeah, man, Champions League is also like.
So you think the production, the NBA production?
Nah, but they don't. Remember, those cats are not production based. They just give you like the sporting experience.
Yeah.
And so if you're not, the NBA, Americans will, and the NBA will give you an experience which is outside of sports. So your shorty who's not into sports
will enjoy.
An aspect of it. If you're sitting courtside, your girl doesn't like, but Beyonce's right there. Oh,
yeah.
Sierra's right there. So she's like, oh shit, I'm in there.
Yeah.
And then halftime, someone she likes comes on, or someone sings the national, or whatever the case is.
Yeah.
The NBA gives you a different experience. Whereas football generally is like, if you don't get the game, or you don't get what's at stake in the game, you're not gonna enjoy it as much.
You Cape Town born and bred.
Yes, sir.
And then tell me, how was basketball coming up in terms of like the high school leagues and like street leagues in Cape Town? Because I know Cape Town in terms of like hip hop is quite huge. So I was wondering with the basketball element, how was that growing up?
Bro, like I was talking to my brother Martin recently, and I was saying to him how crazy it was. We used to leave our home like at 10, and by 10:30 we'd get to UCT where we used to play, and we used to play from 11 to 6 o'clock every weekend. Yeah. And I'm like, where did that energy go, bro? Yeah. We used to like just every day, every Saturday just play. Yeah. So for us, man, basketball was life until girls came.
Yes.
And
you have to grow up.
You have to grow up.
So tell me, the basketball club, because I remember there was a time Sprite was like really doing this thing. Schweppes was doing this thing. Tell me about
those days are crazy. We used to have in Camp Spade, they used to close down the beach, and then they used to have like 3-on-3 tournaments. So you and your friends, and it would be a 2-week tournament, almost like a league, and you'd play like 2 games a day, and kids from Mitchell's Plain, Kylie, Jack, and everyone was playing would just be all hanging out.
Was it a formal?
It was pick up, but it was formalized because at the end there were like tables and that at the end there will be champions, and you find yourself playing against Bruce. Dude, I had a dude. I mean, he lives in Miami now, and he came. We met at a ball tournament in Pretoria where I was 14. I was like, yo, come to Cape Town. We got this thing. You gotta go. And and we went to play that tournament. It was wild. So it's for us. I mean, at the time it was. Dude, I lived and breathed basketball. It was like, it was my life.
It's such a nice, I guess, sport to be part of because it engages with a little bit of hip hop. So if you're into that, it kind of like merges the two. And I enjoy it mostly for that, from the fashion and you know what I mean?
And there's no other sport that does that.
No.
The football cats even copied the basketball, which is crazy. And so it's a very interesting thing because I remember when I was 14, 15, high school, there were dudes, friends of mine, Koban Pobo and Coco and Sam. They were like playing Bishops, whatever, and they were like rugby dudes. And they didn't really get into the basketball. Yeah. And they were good rugby players, and people used to watch them at these like prestigious schools. Yeah. I never got into that because there wasn't the fashion, there wasn't the sneakers. It didn't come with that. It came with like, and as a teenager, it was mad jock and it was mad order. Yeah. Whereas a teenager, that's not what you like. Yeah. You like the sneakers without the.
we not rugby. For the young brothers on our show that don't know you,
who I am,
who you are.
It doesn't matter who I am.
I'm gonna tell them a little bit of a brief. It doesn't matter who he is. I'm gonna tell them a bit of the brief. The Pure Monati show. I know the Pure Monati show was the birth of like a lot of like stand-up comedians at that time. Tell us a little bit about that journey, just that scene. That
time was interesting. Well, for me personally, it was a lot of like life chapters for a lot of people. For me personally, I just finished high school. So it was the first job I'd ever gotten after high school. For Riyadh, he had just finished medical school. For Joey, he was working at Old Mutual.
Joey wasn't a comedian already?
No, he was working it part-time. He hadn't quit his job. So he would come on set and sell us insurance. We would be like, yo, what are you talking about? Like, we were like, what do you mean? Rent. And he's like, no, this is my real actual job. Yeah. That's what I sell insurance for whatever. And yeah, so it was an interesting time. And by the time Pure Monati ended, everybody was a full stand-up in their own way, and everybody kind of went there separately.
Yes. Yeah. And I kind of feel like from PMS up until Now, you know, you guys introduced that whole stand-up, like locally, because
Yes.
I think it was like a huge thing overseas. But
Yes.
but how do you feel about that? Just being part of that legacy.
Cool. I mean, it is what it is. I think like
How does a legend feel?
it's great to be part of something that seemingly is legendary. For me, it's like a great thing when people reference an era and then you're in that era and you're part of it. That's fine. That's it. That's all I need. I don't need like more than that.
No doubt. Gola, thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me.
East or West, baby, for 2024.
I might have to go west.
You might go West?
I might go west.
West side. I'm also West side, man.
Is Wemby's playing rookie? No, he's not
No.
playing.
I don't think Wemby's part of the joint. I think
sometimes they should let.
He will be definitely be rookie of the year. Definitely.
Yeah, but
What do you
definitely.
think of the kid though?
Oh, it's mad. It's madness.
Mad.
Yeah, it's mad.
He's something out of this world, man. My boy is going West Side. That's where Gangsta Rap started. Obviously, it's with LeBron. My boy, thank you for coming. I got a little something just to say.
Thank you, man.
I
Thank you.
appreciate you, my
Thank
boy.
you.
No doubt.
Ta.
No doubt. Blessings. One. The legendary all-star comedian, Loyiso Gola.